Hello and welcome back to the Squared Circle with myself, Mr. David Benavidez.
And myself, Joe Orgula.
That's right. Today we are back with This Week in Boxing, bringing you the freshest boxing news right off the press. Now, Joe, talk to me. It's been announced. I was going to say Fury versus Usyk 2 has been announced, but Fury versus Usyk 2 got redacted to what it really should be. Usyk versus Fury 2.
What do you think about that?
You know what I'm saying? What do I think about that? I think they were really going with Fury versus Usyk 2 until the outcry came from everybody like, what the heck? What's going on over here? And I think the outcry made them change it to Usyk versus Fury 2.
Oh, they changed it, yeah?
Yeah, they changed it.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Oh, I'm here reporting the news. I didn't even know that myself, bruv. Oh, my God, okay. No,
Yeah,
good.
they changed it.
Respect the... well, I know Dubois has got IBF, but let's be real. Respect the undisputed champion of the world, yeah? The first one in like 25 years, yeah? Respect him and give him all the flowers. Look, I know Fury's the
cash cow.
The cash cow, the blue chip name, all of that, right? But... let's respect one of the greatest fighters of all time in Alexander Usyk. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, look, I'm glad they've done that because I was about to say, bruv, respect it, but it seems like they respected it now. So, I guess there's nothing to rant about there. But
no, but there is to rant about. It's like to rant about them trying it.
I'm trying it.
It's like, bruv, you know when it's like checks and balances. This is one of the things where it's like, you know, some people are like, oh yeah, they made a mistake. I saw like Sport Bible put out a post basically saying, oh, they made a mistake on the fight poster when they first came out. I'm thinking, bruv,
I don't think they make
They
no
don't
mistakes.
make mistakes,
They don't make mistakes
man.
at all, bro.
Listen, there's checks and balances
egos
when it
with
comes to
Fury's
this.
side as well, you know. That's probably what it is.
There are full checks and balances when it comes to this. It's not one man that just makes the poster and then presses the button. There are several people that go ahead and look at this thing and so on and so forth. And I was just like, bruv, this thing don't make no sense. Why is Fury on the left of this thing like he's champion? Fury lost to this man on my shirt, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Ngannou, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Real
Big
warrior.
Francis and that. You understand? Mr. PFO is back in action. The PFO now. It's gone back to MMA, the small gloves.
Yeah.
But that's a little segue. Let's get back onto Usyk Fury 2.
Look, we're so used to, like, just to quick talk about the Fury Usyk thing. Every rematch has always been the winner first. Like, you know, Bellew, hey. Or I don't even know.
Even Joshua, Usyk Joshua.
Usyk Joshua, do you know what I'm trying to say? So look, respect him. And that's not just any brother, by the way. That's undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
on.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the best fighters, legacy that man has. So respect him. He's done a lot in the sport. But look, there's been a lot of criticism about the undercard. It was announced yesterday. So let me just run you through the undercard if you guys don't know who's on it. We got Usyk versus Madrimov, which is a fantastic fight. Make no mistake, just because I don't like saying the word casuals, but the people that have lesser knowledge in the sport.
Bro, that sounds worse than casuals, bruv.
Okay, fine, casuals then. But with all due respect, I don't like that word, innit? That's why I don't want to be rude. But yeah, look, that's a fantastic fight. The people that know the sport know that's a fantastic fight. We got, by the way, both fighters coming off a loss, which arguably both have a little bit of a point that they should have won. You know, Usyk versus Virgil Ortiz and Madrimov versus Crawford. Although I thought Crawford did win, Usyk I thought did win, to be honest. But look, it is what it is. Then we got next Moses Itauma versus Dempsey McKean. A proper step up. Dempsey McKean only losing to Hrgovic. I know people might think, oh, Hrgovic, he ain't dead off the Dubois there. But Hrgovic that was a decent performance from McKean, you know, proper resilient performance. And a good step up for Itauma to get up on those levels to reach the goals that he wants to reach.
We need to rack off the names, bro. We're gonna break it down in a second.
Sorry. Who we got then after that? We got Johnny Fisher versus Dave Allen. After that, we got a fantastic British fight in Dennis McCann versus
Peter
McGrail. And then lastly, we got Isaac Lowe versus Lee McGregor.
Hey, listen, what a card! Obviously,
it's a great card, you know.
Listen, it's funny because people on social media are kind of pissed with the card. They're like, "What the heck is this?" Obviously, you know, to some extent, I get where they're coming from, right? Because when you get over spoiled, you get Day of Reckoning. And you know what I'm saying? There's this headliner after headliner after headliner. You got freaking, any of those fights on Day of Reckoning could have been a main event. You see what I'm saying? You've got AJ, you got freaking Deontay Wilder, you got freaking Joseph Parker, you got it's scintillating. That card that they did in the US. In LA, sensational card. You know what I'm saying? So when you have this, 5v5, amazing card, freaking Wembley card. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, but it's not a bad card.
It's not.
But it is the worst Riyadh season card.
Do you know what the problem is? We say it's the worst Riyadh season card, but it's still an amazing card.
But is it the worst Riyadh season card?
Yeah, it probably is. But do you know what? I feel like I don't even want to. You're right, but I don't even want to give it that word because I think it's almost a blessing and a curse that Riyadh season have done. Look, they keep producing A-star cards, right? Then eventually you can't keep. It's just impossible economically. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. You can always do A-star cards, so you might get a card or a B plus type of card, which this is probably like an A B plus type of card, right? And it's still an amazing card. And the thing is, if we never had any of these cards in the past, we'd be all saying, bruv, this is an amazing card. Wow. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm with
it's a gift and a curse that in this situation. I do feel a bit sorry, but I'm happy with the card, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Of course, you feel a bit sorry for the likes of Spencer Brown and His Excellency for the work that they're putting in to put these big fights on. But what happens is there becomes a new equilibrium in boxing. You bring something new. When you come and start sweeping the place and start doing the madnesses that Riyadh season have been doing, the new equilibrium sets in. Yeah. And so the expectation now changes. And people are expecting banger after banger after banger. They're not expecting to, no offense, see the White Rhino. They're not expecting to see man like Isaac Lowe. You see what I'm saying? I heard bare memes going off Isaac Lowe being on this card.
Isaac Lowe, leave me alone, bro. Yes. How is my man getting on these cards all the time?
Someone said Isaac Lowe it.
Allow me, man. Isaac Lowe jumping on these cards, bruv. No disrespect, but bro, I've had enough of Tyson Fury always blessing his brethren. Allow it, bro.
No, but you know what? Shout out the Gypsy King.
Yeah.
Shout out the Gypsy King. God, listen, you got to bring your people in. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? And as for Tyson Fury, he brings him in. But
I'm sick of it. Allow it. Isaac Lowe jumping off the cards, bro. Please, bro.
But nah.
Because it's not merit. That's what annoys me.
Yeah, but that's what happens. Nepotism, innit? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's what happens, but everybody does it. It happens in every single circuit. Like, you see what I'm saying? When families, when the family business, they ain't, but they've got the vacancy, they ain't putting the vacancy out. They're asking their family. Do you see what I'm saying? What are you saying? You free to jump in? Do you see what I'm saying? Then you're getting paid. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but as a fan, if I'm putting a pay-per-view in, and it's a Riyadh season pay-per-view, I just don't look. I don't want to be rude. I just don't want to see Isaac Lowe on the cards, bro. In all honesty,
he said, "Allow me."
Just allow it, bro. Isaac Lowe jumping on the cards, please. But shout out to Isaac Lowe, you're doing your thing.
Hey, shout out Isaac Lowe, bro. Isaac Lowe's doing his thing still, and shout out Fury as well. Because like I said, it's important to bring your people in. It's important to bring your people with you. So, there's one, old Rick Ross quote that said, "The boss is one who guarantee we all eat." You see what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. $1 million boss. Yeah. And the truth of the matter is that's what Tyson Fury's doing. So do you see what I'm saying? He's got the what's the word I'm looking for? Who knows? He might even be taking some money out of his purse to get Isaac on there. Do you see what I'm saying? To make it happen. So the reality is, come on, man, we got.
No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad that Isaac said yes. It's not Isaac's fault. Shout out Isaac. Bro, if I'm you, I'll do the same thing. But it's just I'm more of a merit type of person. I feel like you have to earn it. Yeah. And look, Isaac has had a pretty rough defeat. I remember when Nick Ball destroyed him, and then after that, he was looking for a fight against Prince Patel. Do you know what I mean? The Indian champion, bro. But man, no, shout out Isaac Lowe, Lee McGregor. That's a good fight, actually. By the way, that's actually a good fight. I'm cussing it, but that's actually a good fight. To be fair, but it's a stellar fight. It's a good fight.
It's a stellar fight. So let's make our way down from the bottom. So we dealt with the Isaac Lowe fight. All right, then let's go one up.
One that would be a headliner in Britain for the British and I think European titles in Dennis McCann versus Peter McGraw. What a fight that is. That's a fantastic fight.
Absolutely sensational fight. That fight could easily steal it for Fight of the Night. Easily steal it for Fight of the Night. In terms of the British audience, the British hardcore fan audience, right? That is the fight that they're looking at and going, you know what, right? That one is going to be a special one.
And I love that they're like ironically throwing the dice now, like not later on when they're like on brink of being world champions.
But that's Riyadh season, bro.
I love that.
That's Riyadh season.
Like Adam Azim versus shout out Adam Azim, Slough boy. But you know Adam Azim versus Dalton Smith, they're waiting to like build it up. But these two men are going for it now, and I respect that and I love that. That's going to be the best fight on the card in my opinion.
Yeah. Nah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Most hardcore boxing fans will be like, that is the fight, especially British fans. Obviously, you know, they haven't got that that status on a global level. So I understand why hardcore fans and global fans look at this card and they're like, who? All the way down the card, they're saying who. But the reality, the fact is, there's bare Americans.
You know you're boxing. This is a good card, bro.
But some people know they're boxing, but not traditional.
It's not like a Hollywood card. That's what the problem is. That's all it is. But it's a good IMDb rating film. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That's what it is. That's what it is, bro. That's what it is. You need to just look. If you just
go on Rotten Tomatoes, right? It's got a good score. It's got a good score. You see what I'm saying? But it's not a blockbuster. It's not Michael Bay film. You see what I'm saying? It's not Michael Bay.
Box office ain't coming through.
But it might be Michael Bay at the top. Maybe. You see what I'm saying? But the reason, I think, and another reason as to why people are a little bit here and there is because they feel like they've already seen what happened between the first, you know what I mean, between the first fight between Fury and Usyk. So it's like that fight alone
that was an amazing fight.
Yeah, but they're like, that fight alone isn't capturing them. But I've heard news on the grapevine that this fight trailer is the best one. The best one yet.
That surprises me because you know how I feel about Batavia.
Yeah. 4 Crown Showdown was for me was the epic.
I don't feel like you can beat that.
But I'm hearing, bruv. I don't know how you can beat that.
I'm genuinely shocked.
But I'm hearing that this one is the best. So maybe this fight trailer is gonna capture the imagination.
Soon find out.
You know what I'm saying? So let's move up the card. Let's move up the card again.
Yeah, we got Johnny Fisher. Shout out Johnny Fisher.
Come on.
Bash.
Romford Bull.
Versus Dave Allen.
Mr. Chinese.
Versus the White Rhino.
Romford
Bull versus the White Rhino. I know. So the way they're selling this fight, Johnny, he's basically, you know what, if you don't know about Dave Allen's story, he's basically like fell out of love with boxing, came back into it. So I don't know what his mind state is right now. I do think, you know, I think it's fair to say I don't think Dave will be mad, but it's probably more for the economic reasons why he's fighting, which is a bit of a worry because Dave Allen did once say, I just don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to get punched in the head anymore. The way Johnny's selling this, he's basically saying that he got whooped by Dave Allen like 3-5 years. I don't even know when the time is, but a few years ago. And that's the way he's selling it. And he's basically saying, look, now it's my time to redeem myself, which is a clever type of way to sell it. But, you know, I think decent fight for Britain, just like a beer fight and just let's have it in it. That's basically what it is.
Man said a beer fight. Just a beer fight. Grab your fish and chips.
Grab your Stella.
Maybe a pie and mash.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Grab your Murray and Stella just have it. Just watch it and just have it. That's it, bro.
Yeah, no, I hear you on this one. You know, I got a lot of love for Johnny Fisher as well. He's actually a great human being still. I got mad time for him. And I like to see, you know, the rise of him as well, because it's like we don't know how far he can go. And he's very humble about where he is and his ceiling in boxing. But it's good to see how much he's learning, especially under the tutelage of Mark Tibbs. Seeing his development, it's sensational.
Yeah,
man, couldn't get the words out, bro. He's a sensational ticket seller when we're talking about the Romford Bull.
His dad's a hustler, Big John, bro.
Listen, Big John, don't mess with Big John. You know what I'm saying? Before he dashes a 1-2-1-2 prawn balls at your forehead, you understand? with the sweet and sour sauce.
Sour balls.
Come on, hey. Yeah. So we're talking. So, you know, for him, I'm wondering if some of the Romford Bull army are gonna go over to Saudi. That would be insane. If he gets them to travel, that would be amazing.
Do you know why? Because I was at Fury Usyk 1. Yeah, and bare Fury fans were out there. It was majority Fury fans, right? And they went for Tyson Fury, and Johnny Fisher's basically kind of like that, but on like a lower publicity level.
Yeah,
but he's got the streets. He's got the streets in it of Romford, in it. Yeah, they'll go out for him for sure.
Come on, sure. I'd love to see that.
But you know, talk about Johnny, where he can go in the future. the next fight could be a potential fight with Moses Itauma. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about that fight being in the future. Moses Itauma versus Dempsey McKean. As I said earlier, that's a good step up for Moses for where he's at. He's young. Moses is a teenager. Let's be real. He's young in the sport compared to what people call Daniel Dubois a baby in the sport. Dubois is 27. I think Moses is 19.
Moses still a teenager. Bruh. Moses is a young boy,
and he's a phenomenal talent.
Listen. He's next up.
He wanted Joseph Parker.
He's the one. See, that's what I'm saying. See, now what you're doing is you're doing the mad thing. He didn't say no, because he didn't say he wanted Joseph Parker. They asked him, "Would you fight Joseph Parker?" And he said, "Yeah, I'll fight anyone." It's not like he was out here saying...
No, Frank said that. Frank said he wanted Joseph Parker,
I know what Frank said.
Yeah.
But when they came and asked him, he was a bit more clear on it. And it's not like he was backpedaling. He was just trying to show a bit more respect to Joseph.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
You see what I'm saying? Because it looked a bit like... Do you understand what I'm saying? No,
but the fact that he even introduced that talking...
Yeah, the fact that he was prepared.
That's what I'm trying to say. I rate it, though.
But that's what I'm saying. He has what I'd call star quality. He can speak very well. Yeah. He's a handsome-looking individual. He's incredibly strong. An insane amount of talent when it comes to him, and he's who people are touting as the next king in British boxing.
Do you think Dempsey McKean is good matchmaking?
I think it will be it's definitely going to be his toughest test yet, without a shadow of a doubt. I think it is good matchmaking because Dempsey McKean is very, very durable. It's a very, very durable fighter.
He's a good boxer as well, Dempsey.
So we're going to see the strength of Moses Itauma. It's basically a strength test for Moses to see if he's got the tools to put somebody away like Dempsey McKean and in devastating fashion. And we'll get to see the minerals of him, because there's been a lot of talking, like, my good friend Mr. Catterall, Mr. Catman said, when it comes to Frank Warren, he knows how to pick and develop a fight.
I was thinking about that today.
And it's funny because the statement he made was very funny. It was like, Eddie knows how to find and pick a star. Yeah. And the truth is, he does know how to find and pick a boxer, a great boxer as well, and develop them as well. Nothing away from Eddie from that perspective, because sometimes when it's said in that way, it makes it seem like, Eddie's just able to make and build flashy things, and Frank's able to build things of substance or find people of substance. It isn't like that. It's like the speciality of Eddie is in the star, and the speciality of Frank isn't in the star. It's actually in the minerals. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying?
I think Frank's really good at getting world title shots, which we're going to talk about a bit more later on.
Frank, listen. Frank is Mr. WBO, bro.
Yeah, Frank gets you titles, bro.
Frank is Mr. WBO, bro.
I love that.
He will get you a WBO title shot, bro. Yeah. He will certify get you and Derek Chisora said it, bro. Frank gets things done. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what Derek said. Derek said, listen, that's for Frank. Yeah. Man's got to give him his props. Facts. He gets things done. But so
let's finish off the cards as well. So then we got Bohunchuk versus Madrimov. That's a war. I love that fight. I love it. The thing is, two of them both coming off a loss, which arguably they both could have won. I think Bohunchuk did beat Virgil Ortiz, to be honest, but I do think Crawford beat Madrimov 115-113. That's how I scored it. Yeah. But look, no shame with them two having L's in the recent fights, because these two, they're going to have it out. Like, it's going to be a war. I think Madrimov, bar Crawford, is probably the best in the division, and Bohunchuk's probably top 5 in that division, and they're both solid Eastern European. Like, you got Ukrainian versus, I think Madrimov is, I don't want to get it wrong, Uzbekistan. Uzbek.
Come on.
Yeah, Uzbek versus Ukrainian. So yeah, look, that's going to be a real war, and watch that fight as well. That's another little potential fight of the night. And then lastly, we got the big one, Fury Usyk 2. Usyk Fury 2.
Exactly. Look at what you're doing.
Yeah, bro. You see
what I'm saying? Listen, that's what I tell you, checks and balances. My mouth, the moment he said it, my mouth was moving. I was about to go, bro, what are you doing?
Mario said, bro, why did you just do that, bro? Respect it after that little monologue at the beginning.
Exactly. Come on, brother. Yeah, so Usyk Fury 2.
Amazing fight.
And Fury's just been talking, bro. This week, Fury's been talking about how
he's knock him out.
Yeah, how's going to stick it on him.
Yeah.
And the thing about Fury is, what we learned in recent times is when he talks about this kind of stuff in boxing, he actually nowadays he goes out and does it. When he said that about fighting Deontay Wilder in the second fight, exactly. So when you have him, I think this fight has a lot of intrigue, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it?
I don't know about you, yeah. I love Usyk, but I also don't want anyone to have an O in the heavyweight division at that high level. I don't know. I don't know why, bro. It's because I don't know why. Because I feel like the heavyweight division isn't supposed to have O's. Like it's not supposed to have an O, bruv. So I'm like,
who's like last renowned champion, like Rocky Marciano, like, having an O, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
you see what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones that in that heavyweight division, I'm like, nah, I don't
mind
know.
it.
I know, I hear you don't mind it. You don't mind it because you love Usyk, bruv.
Don't give me. I know we ain't got a lot of time, so I don't want to get onto Usyk, yeah. But I trust you. If you know how I feel about Usyk, bruv.
I just glance at the time, bruv. We ain't got time for that. You see what I'm saying? Because he's
too much glazing.
There's going to be a whole lot of glazing, so I'm going to have to say pause several times in that. So we're going to move past that.
But we'll do an Usyk Fury preview later on. December 21st. Good card, just to wrap it off. Not a terrible card. I know X is saying it was a dead card. It's not a dead card, guys. It's decent.
Don't listen to him and don't let him influence your opinion. Let us know what you think of the card in the comments below.
That's my respectful, humble opinion.
Let us know what you think of the card
for sure
in the comments. If you think it's a dead card, let them know. If you've been convinced by our conversation that actually the card is actually pretty decent, let us know in the comments below.
Absolutely,
for me, I understand why it's getting some degree of criticism. Is it justified criticism? Probably not. But we get spoiled as boxing fans. We get spoiled as people. We get used to a new set of norms, new set of rules, and we're like, listen, I want candy every day. I don't want to eat rice. But let's move on to the next story.
I remember messaging you this. You was on the plane, bruv, to NYC.
Yep.
And you're like, mad thing. Anthony Yarde jumping on a boxer fight card. He's jumping on the Adam Azim versus... Who's Adam Azim fighting again? Oh my God, his mind's gone blank.
Listen. We're not even here to talk about Adam Azim.
Yeah, sorry.
So what we're going to do is we're going to say what actually you fought, and then I fought, and then the whole boxing world fought. We all thought when we heard that news, Anthony Yarde is signed for boxer. We all sat there for a minute thinking, oh my days. AY and Ben Shalom. This is going to be monumental war when it comes to boxer versus Queensbury. And but we found out in recent times that obviously that's not the case. That it's a one fight deal ish. And that contractually, I think there's something to do with matching rights.
I was just about to say, I heard it's something to do with matching rights, and Queensbury chose not to match it. But apparently, Queensbury is still not happy. He's jumping on that card. By the way, it's O'Hara Davis. I just remembered.
OD. OD.
Apologies,
hey.
OD. I know how you feel about the media, but allow it.
Hey, allow it. We're not media.
We're not media. So yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Respectfully.
Media, call us. Anyway, listen. So. It's a matching deal. So obviously each contracts have got, there's so many different things when it comes to contracts. I don't know how many fights that AY has with Queensbury that Queensbury have matching options on.
I don't know,
because there's a lot of these kind of things that go on when it comes to contracts are
you
varying,
can make
very
anything
different.
on it, innit?
But the maddest thing about it is the moment the thing happened, everybody was like, so why go on?
I was shocked.
But no, so it was like, wait a minute. Buatsi, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Everyone was saying Buatsi, Yarde, Buatsi. It would be Buatsi Yarde, or should I say it should be Buatsi Yarde.
Yeah, he's interim champion.
But you know, so everyone's were licking their lips like, this must be the first fight boxer warm up, and it's going straight into that.
I thought it could have happened because there was talk about Beterbiev Bivol having a rematch clause. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think there's talk about it. So I saw a Buatsi interview. Buatsi said, "Look, if that's the case, I need to have like another fight." And if I'm Buatsi, I think you might as well just have the best fight possible. There's no point of pick me ups. I know you want to protect your record so you can make sure you solidify that fight, right? But if you're gonna prepare for Bivol Beterbiev, you might as well just have the best fight you possibly can, innit?
Listen. I know both of these men personally.
Yeah.
Right. And what I know of JB, he wants that fight. He will take that fight. Like JB's not. He don't walk into any place with any fear. JB's like a proper God. The only thing JB fears is God. That's it. He don't fear nothing or nobody. He only just fears God. So the reality, the fact is, he will walk into the line of that fire. And the truth is,
For
most
AY would do it as well.
Yeah, 100%. So it's like, so I think it's one of them ones where, if there is a rematch clause and that fight could possibly be made,
Make it.
I'm sure it'll be made. I hope somebody does, whether that's Queensbury, whether that's Boxer, whether there's
Matchroom just
you
come
know
in,
what I'm
just
saying?
like just
Yeah,
do a
no, but
shock.
they
You
asked.
never know,
The thing
innit?
is, they asked Matchroom about it. Eddie was asked about
Yeah.
it this week, and Eddie said, to his knowledge, AY is not in play.
He's not
like,
available.
He's
yeah,
not
yeah.
available. So to his knowledge, so that's the reason why he didn't make a move for Anthony Yarde. If he was available, because people were basically looking at Eddie like, Eddie, what, you gone soft?
Yeah.
What, because
you're brethren
you
now.
man are brethren. You're not gonna take my man.
They did that with Wardley.
Meanwhile, that man took but Wardley was a free agent.
I hear that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I know what you mean, but you know what I'm saying. There's a free agent, slightly Matchroom. But then they did that with Chantel Cameron. They just
Chantal.
that's the one. That's the bags. So
But Eddie didn't want Chantal though.
yeah,
They
but,
had bare,
but at the same
banging heads,
time,
bro.
that's one of them ones where you say to my man, it's a negotiation tactic. It's like
true, sir.
it's like, Frank, listen, I know we're boys now, innit? But obviously you took Chantal, so we don't want him to go over there. Come on. So let me take him.
I was thought
And
they were
then,
like
you know what I'm saying?
close as they are now as well, innit?
Yeah.
But look, I hope look, and also as soon as all that did, Ben kind of, I don't know if it was a shook team, but he just said, look, no, he's not signed to Boxer. He's actually just chopping on the car. We're just doing him a favor. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, but look, man. I want to see Anthony Yarde fight.
Either way, it's good to see him back.
Yeah, I want to see Anthony Yarde fight.
It's good to see him back in action.
Yeah.
Another thing that was actually spoken about slightly briefly as well, I think Eddie kind of hinted at it, that Boatsy also might be out of contract at Boxer.
Yeah. Actually, you're right. You're right, but I don't think Eddie's interested in going back into it. I think they've bumped heads too much.
I don't know, bro.
If I'm Eddie, I'll go for it regardless. But Eddie's not a personal type of person, if that makes sense.
Eddie's straight business, man. And Boatsy's what? Just business.
Yeah,
Come
Boatsy's
on.
a sick person to have in the stable, bro. Who doesn't want Joshua Boatsy on their stable? Who doesn't want Anthony Yarde on their stable too?
Yeah, exactly.
I hope they fight and but yeah, let's move on. I want to talk about the WBO. WBO are doing a madness recently, yeah. Calling Janibek to face Hamza Sheeraz as the mandatory for the WBO and IBF World Middleweight Championships, right? That is the best fight in the middleweight division. That is the scariest fight for Hamza Sheeraz, but for Janibek as well. Janibek coming from a round 9 knockout in Australia last week. I think it's been a week ago that fight happened. And, you know, Janibek's, he's probably... You know what Janibek is? That middleweight division, there's not really a lot of excitement there. But Janibek, he's probably the most exciting with Hamza Sheeraz in that division. A very dangerous fight for both fighters.
No. I know you said it's not really that exciting, but it is kind of exciting because there is some degree of some flavors.
I'm on about just names.
There's some
though,
flavors
innit?
going on.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
come on, don't forget Mr. 5 Colors, Mr. 60%. Mr. Eubank.
Yeah,
He's in there.
those three, but
He's in there as well.
Those three though.
Yeah, but you know, after those three, you got a little, you know what I'm saying?
What, Lara and who's the
you
other
got Denzel.
champion?
You got Denzel Bentley in
shout out
there. He's
Denzel
in the
Bentley,
mix. You know what I'm saying?
shout
Shout
out
out Denzel,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Don't forget about Mr. DB. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's like, and that's who Hamza Sheeraz was actually going to fight next. I think it was going to be Sheeraz Bentley.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
So they basically, the WBO had a mad beef with Janibek for his last fight. It was something to do, I don't really know, it was a dispute to do with weight. So the WBO said, okay, we're not putting the belt on the line. So that's why they had a little bit of a dispute. And now the WBO are like, do you want to keep your belt? You fight this manager.
Yeah, it was some situation.
But there was talks about the WBO because Hamza's got the European title from Tyler Denny from his last fight, right? And it's not the WBO, the European belt, sorry. And the European belt said, okay, we're gonna do Bentley and Sheeraz as mandatories. And then the WBA came in and went, all right, we're gonna put our belt on the line as well for number 1 and number 2 on the WBO top 10 middleweight list. And there was talks about the WBO doing it for Bentley and Sheeraz. But for some reason, I think they just allowed it and gave Janibek another chance.
Yeah.
But they got 15 days to agree that fight. I hope that fight happens.
Yeah.
I don't think there's not Hamza. Yeah, I think he beats Lara, and I think he beats Adames. Those are other 2 champions in the middleweight division. Janibek's the most exciting fight out the lot.
Yeah, but we all think he's going to beat them, but we want to see him beat them and unifying that from that perspective.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that they get this deal over the line and then they slap that fight on the
21st.
Come on.
Yeah, there's time for it because they got 15 days to negotiate. And then it goes to purse bids.
Yeah, because if the end of the day, when else is this fight going to happen?
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen on that December 21st, it's not happening until 2025. So, but I'm hoping that you know what I'm saying, it's as a big fight, as a Riyadh
best fight,
season ambassador.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Turkey.
Yeah. Do you know, I hope Hamza takes it. I hope he wins, you know, and I'll respect that because Janibek's no joke, bro. He's a scary fighter, southpaw madman, bro.
Absolutely.
But at WBO doing another madness.
Go on.
Basically, so remember Fundora and Crawford were agreeing. I think they had like 30 days to negotiate their fight for the unified belts. For 3 of the belts, Crawford having 1 and then Fundora having 2. And basically, Crawford just went to Fundora. Allow it. We'll negotiate a bit later on. I'll let you have your fight with Errol Spence coming to 154. And now it looks like Fundora versus Spence for the unified titles. Then after that fight, the winner will negotiate to fight Crawford.
Come on.
Do we want to see Spence and Crawford again at 154?
I'd love to see it though.
Yeah?
The truth is, I love that first fight because
I like the build up to the first fight.
But the thing is, I loved the fight because it was a boxing masterclass, man.
Yeah.
I love watching boxing masterclasses. Like, I can't sit here and say I didn't enjoy the fight.
Yeah.
Like, like the anticipation for the fight, nobody knew which way that fight was going to go. But for me, I obviously people will be like, yeah, of course he'd say that. But for me, I had Crawford winning the fight because for me, he's an elite boxer.
Yeah.
But watching an artist at work is incredible, bro. So I would love to see that. And I think Errol Spence is a top fighter. Let's not look at him like he's washed up. And at the end of the day, we know he's been struggling at weight at 147 for a long time. So I want to see him at full strength, proper energized. Yeah. And I want to see him against Crawford, and I want to see if Crawford can dismantle him like he did at 147.
Yeah, it's good for Crawford in terms of because Crawford don't want like basically boring names anymore.
You don't.
So his idea is if you beat Spence, the fight's more exciting with Fundora.
Come on.
Or if Spence wins,
we can run it again. Run it
again. So it's a clever move from Crawford. I don't know. The only thing I'm worried about him waiting too long. I know Crawford, like he's used to being out the ring, and he's not really a ring rust fighter. But if you keep doing it, eventually he's gonna catch up with you.
I hear you. But when it comes to Crawford, man, I think he's special. But I don't just think he's special because of like talent. I think he's special because the guy works. You know, the thing. That's the funny thing about it is he doesn't see himself too much like a Lionel Messi. He sees himself like a Cristiano. He sees himself as special because of hard work, not because of genes. Yeah, and I'm not saying that Lionel Messi doesn't work hard. What I'm trying to say is Lionel Messi is clearly gifted. He's clearly gifted.
It's all graft.
Lionel's clearly gifted. When it comes to Cristiano, it is literally hard work and insane practice. I see what you're saying. And that is what, and that's what gives Crawford his greatness. Like we may all think that he's gifted and he's talented, but he doesn't see himself like that. He sees himself as I go and put in the work, and that's the reason why I get the results I want. We got very little time here, so let's wrap up what we got.
I want to quickly just mention, just for the people that want to know about the news in the world of boxing, we got IBF announcing Bakole versus Kabayel.
Come on.
For a final limiter for Daniel Dubois IBF. And lastly, we got David Morrell versus David Benavidez. What a fight. So listen, we're going to do some quick... Talk to me about Bakole and Kabayel. How do you see that fight going? And don't make it long. I love Kabayel, but I think Bakole stops him.
He's a destroyer. Bakole's a destroyer. I want to see Bakole in a fight in Africa. In fact, I want to make it my work, to see a big fight back in Africa. Like that would be big amazing, fight. You know? I think that's one of my life. That's one of my dreams, to make my life's work, to see a big fight happen in Africa, in Ghana. I'd love to see it happen. Do you see what I'm saying?
Nice, man. So I think Riyadh could do something.
But
if everyone's going to do it,
and
them,
on top of that, Riyadh season's about legacy, and there hasn't been a big fight in Africa since Rumble in the Jungle. So listen, I'm saying I'd love to see that bad boy happen. Okay, and then give me a prediction about Benavidez.
Amazing fight, both at 175 now.
It's mad, you know.
Yeah.
175 is looking crazy.
It's
But yeah, now go ahead.
Benavidez.
Come on.
Benavidez.
Come on.
I think everyone will think that.
And then what else you got for me? You got
Last
some more
thing,
news.
the new box game Undisputed
Come
came
on.
out. Come on.
Come on.
Bro, I've been waiting for this for a minute. 13 years. Yeah. And everyone is kind of underwhelmed by it. But I think I know why. Yeah. Because this is for me. People, I'm dead at the game because I'm just playing for the first time. People tend to not enjoy what they're not good at. And people tend to enjoy what they're good at, right? I think we need to give it a chance. You know, for example, like if I play FIFA for the first time, yeah, I'm going to not enjoy FIFA because I'm not going to be good at it, even though I'll smash anyone at FIFA.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
you ain't smashing
We'll
nobody at
see.
FIFA.
We'll see.
You understand?
But like, you know what I mean? Like with the CODs and all that stuff, yeah? Yeah, we'll see about that, bro. Same with Undisputed. At first when I was playing, I was like, bro, what is I'm so getting jarred. By the way, Undisputed nerfed Deontay Wilder. I beg, bro, when you see how stupid Deontay Wilder is, bruv, you have the solid guard, beginning of the round, overhand, you're on the floor. It doesn't make sense. They've actually made Deontay Wilder so OP.
They've souped up his power,
Bro,
yeah?
that's, all of X that is complaints like Deontay Wilder, like, and that's just the annoying thing because Deontay Wilder is not skill. He's just banging the overhand rights, you win. I swear, bro, when you see you will laugh. I was creasing, bro. But look, I'm enjoying the game more, playing it a little more, even though I'm like 5 and 10, yeah? I'm getting whipped, I'll be real. But I am enjoying the game. Look, I think we need to give it time, appreciate it. You know, this is the first box game in 13 years, guys. So get used to it, try and get good at it, then I think you'll enjoy it more. And I respect, at least we got a boxing game, man. Beggars can't be choosers in this scenario.
You see what I'm saying?
I know people are gonna say, look, it's not fair. We waited all this time for this, but come on, it's actually a decent game, guys. Generally, I like it, I enjoy it. I'm starting to enjoy it a lot more when I'm getting better at it.
Yeah, so
when I understand the controls.
I hear you. What you're saying is true. People enjoy what they like, or people enjoy what they're good at.
Yeah, it's like any game.
Listen, shout out Still City, shout out all the man over there that have put the work and the time.
We're gonna play it soon, bro.
Don't worry. We're gonna throw it down. Let us know in the comments below if you want to see it on the channel, and then we'll make that happen.
Yeah.
The only last bit of news that I have is supposedly Mr. Whittaker, Ben Whittaker I think he might be coming to the end of his current contract term. So he might be back in play. And if he's back in play, Eddie gonna call him up.
Yeah, he's gone to Matchroom, bro. Let's be real.
You know,
Eddie's been planning since Ben became pro.
Since Ben going pro. Listen, when Boxer came through with their deal,
yeah,
Eddie told Ben,
join Boxer,
you take it.
Yeah, because the stupid money.
The money was crazy.
Boxer Sky Sports were doing madness.
Crazy. So he's like, take it. When it's done, deal's done. Come talk to me.
Yeah.
And so I think, you know what I'm saying, we might see a little.
Also, last thing, Lawrence Okoli moving up to heavyweight as well.
Hey, he's coming up. He's coming up.
He's
Shout out Lawrence Okoli. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Restaurateur. You know what I'm saying? He's got a brand new restaurant in Dubai as well.
So I heard it.
You know what I'm saying?
Apparently.
Yeah. Adi was over there, so the food was
JB was there as well.
Yeah. Come on.
Just want to give Okoli's flowers as well. Just to let her know.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's big. It's big. Heavyweight's going to get exciting. Obviously, some people are moving on, and I think Okoli must have looked at Dubois and thought, yeah, man, I have to come and see you still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I can clearly see he right now, he actually really wants the same person he's wanted for a very long time. And that is Dillian Whyte. On that bombshell, we are out of here. I've been David Alorca.
I've been Joe Ojala.
And we will see you again next week.
Peace.